Today I have another jig to show you, and we're actually going to put this strip down the inside of our guitar back to keep it from breaking. I have thinned this down. This is what it's looking like right now. And the shell is all fine, all up and down here. Remember, there's always a workaround. You can always repair anything. This is my go-bar deck. And you really could have and should have a go-bar deck in order to do this. That's 30 inches, maybe 30 and a half inches to the bottom of this deck. So whatever your particular ceiling height would be, you just simply get a longer piece of bar here, and this is just a threaded bar from Home Depot or Lowe's, and I cut it off here, put a couple of the nuts on here, and on the top I put a nut. That way it doesn't move any which way at all. So we know that this is our new ceiling, so we're going to take our boards, which we have notched here. Both of them are notched, so we'll take those and we'll just set them like that. Now this is the radius dish, which is quite heavy for me now, and it's going to sit here. This is all an 18-foot radius that is in here. This is MDF, and we are going to use some 1/8 inch kite rods that I got from, I believe the company is Goodwin's. You can look them up online, they're there. And these are 24 inches long, and they put little tips on the end of it, and they will go in there like that, and they're going to hold this. So that's my little jig to show you here, and it's ideal because you've got storage room over top of here to put purflings and put bindings, and that's where I store this piece of wood when we're not using it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our back. We're putting our back here. I have thinned it down. Okay, you can see this play going up and down with my hand. I hope you can see that. Anyway, there's quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this strip. Now you can buy these. They cost about $6, and you should get enough to go along the length that you have here. The $6 plus $24 to ship it to you, you know what shipping charges are like, right? At any rate, you can spend that kind of money, or you can simply do what I do. This piece of wood is the bottom. When I cut off the top, I shape out the top just like you see here on the bottom. Well, this part that's cut off here at the bottom, guess what? That's what this is. I just run this through the bandsaw. I make it about 3/4 of an inch wide. I'm going to put it down the middle of the back here, and I've got to be careful that I get this right. So what I do is I'm going to use a long ruler. What I just did is I took the chisel and I broke that little piece off there. That's going to fit right in there like that, and we're all good to go. So let's put some glue on that. So we've got our glue on our back strip here, which is simply a reinforcing strip. We're going to run that right in there. I've run these through the thickness sander to give them all the same thickness. Because we're working with tight bond, I'm going to take this rubber wedge and just clean up the squeeze out. Always make sure there's no glue on your rulers so you can get them all cleaned up. It's pretty hard to use with glue on it. That's how we get this strip centered here over the split, right? We joined the top together. On the other side, we routed out a channel. We put the shell back in there. Now on this side, we're reinforcing it by putting on this piece across the top and the back. And so that we'll just leave. It'll take about 45 minutes to dry, and then we're all good to go. We'll show you another absolutely super jig. Now, if you don't have a go-bar deck and you can't do this, you can buy them at the luthier supply houses. They run about $125. I think this plywood and this wood here It may have cost me 20 bucks. I don't know. It could have been $20, somewhere around there. It was a couple of years ago. But you can't store anything on top of the Go Bar decks you buy, and you got to assemble it every time you go to use it. So this is much more handy than buying a Go Bar deck. So I hope you like this and that you'll make that work for you. That'd be great, eh? Terrific. All right, so what do you say I head up, get my cup of tea, and I'll see you in another video. Isn't it great to be back to work? Have all those holidays over with? The summer's gone? Oh man, I wish it had got warm. People say we had a hot August. Do you think we had a hot August? Write in the comments below and tell me what you think. I don't think it was all that hot. Anyway, I want more of that for sure. All right, I gotta go. Tea's calling.